Hello everyone, Purge here, and welcome back to my Empyrion Galactic Survival Beginner Efficiency Guide Addendum. Now, when I say addendum, this video was not originally planned to be in the efficiency guide. However, I decided, after some deliberation, that I should add in a little farming guide in here as well for completeness sake. Now, my method for an efficient farm is not quite the most efficient technically, but it is the most efficient and also user-friendly farm there is. Now, for the specs of this thing, it's 12 blocks on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That includes walls. And it's 6 blocks this way. 3, 4, 5, 6. If we include the floor and the roof, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks tall. So you've got 12 by 6 by 4. Those are your dimensions for your farm building. And now we come in here. You can actually see how it looks on the inside. We walk in here, and you've got this walkway immediately. And that's for being able to actually get in and out of the door, because otherwise it's just a pain in the butt. It doesn't work real well without the walkway. And this walkway here just allows you to get to the back of the room. It's just something I picked up on. This one here is absolutely unnecessary, but I like it anyway. So, over here we've got a 3x3 patch. As you just saw, all those Akua plants miraculously grow in front of your eyes. This is my second time trying to record this. Don't mind that. And over here we've got everything else. So, the layout for this room is, like I said, with the walkways, you got one 3x3 patch square here. And then over here you have a 6x3 rectangle of growing plots. Now the reason for this is if we look up here, here's our plant lights. These plant lights, when placed 2 blocks above a growing plot, will cover a 3x3 area. And that area will grow. This block right here doesn't look like it's covered all the way, but you saw this thing grow right before your eyes. You saw it grow. It works. That's proof for you. It works on all of these as well. So over here, it's the same concept. It's just, 1, 2, and there it is, 3. So that one covers the pears, the durians, and the tomatoes. And over here, we've got 1, 2, up, and it covers, and 3, and that covers pumpkins, corn, and wheat. So this gives you total coverage with the plant lights on all the possible crops in the game right now. Now, some of you are probably wondering, why are there 3 rows? And that's because while it is possible to survive with 2 rows of a farm, in a solo game that is, it's so tight that you pretty much have to be back at your base every single time the crops are fully grown in order to pick them and make the food so that you don't starve to death. It's very, very tight, and for being what this game is, sometimes you just won't make it back to your base every 30 minutes, or 40 minutes, or 45 minutes, whatever the time is. Sometimes you just can't make it. So, adding the 3rd row ensures that you will be able to make enough food that you will be able to come back every hour or so, or stockpile your food. If you do, if you spend 2 hours at your base and you just make sure every, 45 minutes or so you come in and you pick it, you do 3 rounds of the food as they grow, you will have a sizable stockpile of food stocked up, ready to eat, and you can just go off for a few hours and ignore it. Ignore your farm. That's how I usually do it myself. But yeah. Now, as for what food you're going to make, this is the most efficient method I've been able to figure out. I did some very, very brief number crunching back when, the week the game came out on Steam. And this may be wrong. And if it is wrong, if someone else has a more efficient way of utilizing your food, please let me know in the comments below. I would very much like to learn. For now, this is how I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. This is a very efficient way. It works really well. It's tried and proven by myself. So what I do is I make 1 large med kit because that requires all 3 of my aloe. No problem. I make 3 flour, which eats up my wheat. 3 popcorn, which is the only use for corn at the moment. I make 3 coffees, which is the only use for coffee beans. That's if any, any use. I mean, there's these too, but meh. 3 canned veggies. That uses the tomatoes, the durians, and the pumpkins. And you may be asking, what's up with the flour? And that's because we make fruit pies, which use the flour, which was made by the wheat, and the pear thing fruits. And also sugarcane, so you got to make sure you farm up some sugarcane that way. So, in this example, we've used the durians, the corn, the pumpkins, the tomatoes, the wheat, the pear things, the coffee beans, and the aloe. What we haven't used is the akua plants. And that's because the only thing, and I mean the only thing that akua plants are used for, if I can find it, antibiotic ointment, akua fruit 2. Use effective against open wound. Small bag kit, effective against open wound. These are pointless. So yeah, you just eat your akua fruits raw. They give you 50 food a piece, so it works really well. Or if you don't want to, you don't even have to plant the akua fruits. Entirely up to you. So, that is the dimensions of your farm building, how to set it up with your plots and your plant lights. Well, I've shown you a suggestion on how to lay out your plots in an organized way, and what food to make. So, I hope this was helpful to some of you guys. If this was helpful, please drop a like below so that you can help me out as well. Furthermore, if you have any comments or critique, or if you know a better method of utilizing your food, please comment in the comments below. And I hope to see you next time. This is Purge, signing off.